it's been on my mind constantly. And it's just very upsetting to me that, because of course, you know, as I was raised, there was a lot of patriotism, I guess, that had been ingrained in, not only in me, but it's ingrained in a lot of people. And it's like, oh, we're in America, the best country on earth. And then you grow up, and as you grow up, you learn more things, like what's been done to the Native Americans, and you know, how long slavery just straight up had a home here. It's disgusting and heartbreaking. And how can you still have faith in a system that continuously fails you and others, just continuously failing? I mean, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Now, we want to progress, but like, we can't be so afraid to go to bat, so afraid to initiate some fighting and defend our values through physical force, that we just let it fall by the wayside. And that's where we've become. That's where we've come. In America, we've always been taught, violence is not the answer. The heroic thing is not to use violence. That is the heroic thing to do when possible. And I think that's given a lot of leeway. When possible, you don't resort to violence. But if someone is killing people in the street, if there's a group doing that, you know, if it was anything other than state mandated, you know, that it shouldn't stand, you know. We just still have so many problems, and the escalation of oppression by folks who cite either religion or play the victim card, even though what they're doing is being the aggressor in these situations. Well, I don't believe that somebody should take God's name in vain. Okay, well, then don't do it, and, you know, you can let somebody know if you don't like it. And if they do it anyway, you know, if they go, well, that's too fucking bad, that's how I taught, then, by all means, go to, if it's like a coworker, go to your boss and say, hey, listen, this guy keeps taking God's name in vain. I asked him not to, and he keeps doing it. And then, at that point, it's on the boss to say whether or not that's going to fly. And if it's not going to fly, then they're in the wrong. Because that's how it works when you're at a job. Whatever the rules are, that's, you know, that's how it goes. Some people act like they don't have to make concessions for society. And that's pure fiction. You know? If I say I believe in the Old Testament, and somebody who's committed adultery gets stoned to death, it's my responsibility to stone her to death, that shit ain't gonna fly in society. Because when I start throwing stones, people are gonna go, I'm calling the police. No, you're not gonna kill somebody in the street. You freak. Who the hell do you think you are? You're acting like you're God, and you ain't. See, it doesn't even align with their values. But when something does align with their values, you know, oh, I believe in the Old Testament, an eye for an eye. He put a kick me sign on my back, so now I have to do that to him. Well, if your boss says, no bullshit, no horseplay, don't be putting kick signs on other people's backs, period. You know? Sometimes there's not justice, okay? I mean, as evidenced by the shit that's been going on. I mean, if you want the closest thing to justice, it would be that these kidnappers and murderers have the same shit happen to them. They or their loved ones are taken away, beaten, maybe even murdered. But that's not righteousness, even if it would be just and even vengeance, you know? Those two can be conflated sometimes. Hey, Barog the Bloodied. Appreciate you. Give me your blood. Get the hell out of here. Alright. We're doing okay so far. Here's a Spalder. Bloody arms is just a one-hand thing. We're doing two-handers. Now we got shoulders and a belt. Let's do physique again. I'm gonna make you strong, Garth. It's Electric Garth. Never forget Electric Garth and Electric Hector. They were brothers from another mother. A mother who taught them to be lightning regeneration tanks. Man, I hope I don't get killed again. Oh, it's aggravating. Almonds, Frost Axe. We don't need one-handed weapons. Nope. Nope. Not gonna do it. Anyway, you know, when I'm talking with other people, it's different. But when I'm just like sharing how I feel about things, and you know, I haven't stood up and committed violence much as I want to, and the biggest reason for that is that it's just really, I would say, a matter of kind of a version of selfishness. I have so many good things that I don't want to put all that at risk. I'm not willing to sacrifice it to stand up for others. And the really sad part is that, hell, who would want to? You know, but some people are being aggressed upon. They don't get that choice. It just happens to them. And then they react. Instead of people standing together at first in a united front, as we should. But it really shouldn't be that way in the first place. You know? If there was a job that was going to tell you to do what ICE has been doing, go out, round people up, you know, and take them away. You know, if you said, well, I want to take care of, I want to make sure that illegal immigrants, you know, go back to where they need to go to, personally, I think that's a very cruel, I think it's cruel, and I think it's not the most efficient way to handle that. As far as laws being, it's like if somebody jaywalks and you throw them in jail. Why? It's not that the penalty does not match the crime. They want to be here, and you know, they felt like they didn't have a choice, or they felt like they were going to be here and they couldn't wait, so they came over illegally. Get them started in the process, the legal process. Make sure that they understand that. Like, and then have a way to keep tabs on them. Make sure they get registered. But to just grab people off the street and disappear them, what the hell kind of dystopian nightmare is this? And to do so without due process, even if you were going to deport somebody, just mind-boggling to me. You wouldn't stand for it if you were grabbed, beaten up, and then even if you were illegal, you'd be like, I thought you said your country, I thought this country was supposed to be great. I thought there was the rule of law here. But you just pick and choose. Just like everywhere else. You're not special, Americans. Just another damn tyranny. And it's upsetting. Ugh. And it's a real fucking downer, to be honest. But you already know that. I don't really even want... I mean, I want to talk about it because it's been on my mind constantly. And I just... To be honest, I'm full of hate. I absolutely despise people oppressing others and bullying others, and I see that a lot. And you know, if you're into supporting the whole like self-proclaimed conservatives and shit, you make sure that you get your fair dose of information from multiple sources, huh? Because from what I've seen and heard, there's a much more rampant hunger for misinformation on one side. You guys don't know what the fuck's going on. You speak out your ass about things that aren't really happening. Or you throw out a statistic that's a statistic from one source, which I'm not saying that your source necessarily, your statistics may not be wrong, but you gotta consider the source. If they have a habit of giving incorrect statistics, or a habit of being really biased in the way they present statistics, you gotta get from multiple sources. Pull from multiple sources and don't get tricked. You're getting tricked. Do you want to be stupid? Do you want to be tricked? Because you look stupid. You're letting assholes trick you. Get these guys out of here. I'm slapping on him. I'm not very high of a level. I need to... Man, I don't like grinding for levels, but I'm afraid that a big part of my problem is that I'm just going too far too fast without leveling up enough. Man, SaVAGery, you're really letting me down here. Come on. There we go. Got him. More SaVAGery. Great axe. It says it's... Well, it is more damage. Faster speed and more damage. My gosh. Or more... It adds to speed, to attack speed. It may not necessarily be faster because it's a big old axe compared to the sword. Yeah! Chop! Chop! SaVAGery getting built up a little bit more. Oh, got that one. Let's back up and let some of these guys come to us. Oh yeah, we're chopping good with SaVAGery right now. Oops, I'm swinging on each guy one time, and then moving to the next guy. Doggone it. This is one of those nights. Go and get these. That's probably a good one. There's a silver band. Better helmet? No. Okay, and then cracked lodestone. That adds lightning damage. I'll throw that on my weapon. Go into devotions. And of course we're going to head for the lizard. So put it into blue. And let me take my time and let me just chill and relax as I beat the hell out of some enemies out here. Gain a little bit more XP before we move on. Looky, looky, one-shotting. That's cool, isn't it? Alright. Alright, so we beat those guys. Get back out. This will be out the other side, so I'll beat a few of these guys real quick. Anybody else want some? Okay. Let's hop back to Devil's Crossing. We can complete the first quest. And then get a bunch of the others.
I need some time to...
Okay. Okay. Something for nothing.
Welcome to my rift.
You don't remember. We're done here. I lost my apprentice. You lost your apprentice?
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
He'll give me a good price on what he's got. Give me a good price. Give me a good price. Give me a good price. I'll give you a good price. I'll give you a good price on what I got left.
The captain send you over? You must
Is this enough?
Well, since this key.
I'll take care of the sliff. Hey, the water's pumping again. It's green, but it tastes like Kool-Aid. No, don't drink that. Today's winner will receive the chapter Kool-Aid. Now in all 5 food groups. Red, orange, blue, and turquoise.
Greetings, child.
You always need more Kool-Aid. Crudely scrawled note. Yes, very interesting. Oh yeah! Yeah! I recognize some of these words. What is this? Respected reputation is required. But doggone it! These people don't even respect me? Why am I helping you? Because you like to beat the shit out of things. Ooh. You are right. I do love that. Physique! Cunning! Little spear. Little spear. I ain't interested in junk. Let me fight things. Come here. Come get some. Scorpiopine. Little Scorpiopine. You're gonna build me up my SaVAGery. I'm gonna dodge that. Smack you. Smack your friend. Boom! Slap him into the wall! Someone da-da-na-na-na just sent me a text. Bah. Probably someone I don't know. Someone da-da-da-da. We'll have to wait until I call them back. No. No. These rotting soldiers are the first step of those skeleton knights. They'll slap the shit out of you. Slap the shit out of you. Be careful. They'll kill you. Ooh, they're nasty as can be. None of my words are rhyming, but that's fine with me. Don't you forget about me. He ain't much of a tank yet, is he? I got level 1 of BenRegen, so I have a little regeneration. A little Jenny. We'll use Constitution and health potions where we have to. Take out some of these shooters, so we don't have to deal with endless volleys of projectiles. There we go. You're toast, buddy. Yeah, so, I was playing with the guys the other night, and the character that I was playing with has the Necromancer class, and there's a skill that's fairly on in Necromancer that I didn't realize gave health, and I've got it maxed out on that character, and it's like 1,450 flat health it gives you. Pretty impressive, really. I didn't realize he had a skill that gave that much flat health. Boom. Boom. Man, it's satisfying when you got a high damage.